Exhaling it all out. And then come back to the natural pace and rhythm of your breath once again. Just let your hands kind of relax. And we'll release them, palms facing down, to rest on the thighs. When you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and allow the light to come back in. Kind of thankful for that sunshine out there today as well. I'm going to have you scoot out just a little ways in your chair here, so just come forward a little bit. We're going to start by just making some full body circles around. So I want you to see yourself making the circle in your mind's eye all the way around. And let's go one more time in this direction. And then stop and switch it. Go the opposite way. I think this is one of those yoga exercises that we can really feel how our body is feeling. Let's do one more circle around, especially in the low back. And then we're going to just press ourselves up nice and tall. Keep your hands where they are. Just slide your fingers down towards the front of your knees a little bit here. I'm going to have you just lift up your right leg and then lift up the left leg. We're going to just do that alternating side to side a few times. So just lift it up to a little bit of a comfortable place. Nothing too extreme. Just beginning to get some slow movement into our legs, our hips, our feet. All right, now we've kept the body still as we've done this, but we're going to keep doing it, but this time we're going to take the body off side to side. So opposite leg, opposite way with your body. And begin to see if you can take the knee up a little bit higher each time. And notice how that feels for you. Keep your feet flexed as you bring the leg up. And we'll do it one more time, each direction. So make sure you're even, and then set your feet back down. All right, sit up tall. Take the belly button back towards the spine. Inhale, we're going to reach all the way up. Interlace your fingers. Okay, lengthen up. There's always that low belly length to find all the way out through the hands. Go ahead and look up towards your hands. And then see if you can bring your arms in a little bit closer towards your ears. And let's take a side body stretch off to the left. Just gazing under our right arm. Inhale to center. And then exhale, slowly begin to lengthen from the hip out through your hands. Look under your left arm if it's available to you. Good. Come back to center slowly. Look back up toward your hands. Exhale, let the arms float all the way down. Good. All right, take your hands, let them rest back on your thighs. Slide all the way back in your chair. Let's go ahead and take that right leg out. We're pointing out through the toes, and then we're going to point and flex the foot. See if you can spread your toes out a little bit here too, so you get a little stretch between your toes. And then set the right foot in. Extend out through your left toes, and then point and flex. See if you can spread your toes out. Maybe one foot's easier than the other. It's just called life. All right, good. And then just set that foot back in. Slide halfway out in your chair with me. We're going to bring our knees and ankles back into alignment. Walk your feet out just a little bit wider than hip width, okay? Hands are resting on your thighs. We're going to bring those hands forward a little bit so the fingers are over the front of your knees. Inhale, lengthen up. Inch forward from your hips. Exhale, look towards the very center top of your mat or the floor. All right, now I want you to inhale and lengthen from the tail through the crown. I had some extension there. Awesome. Exhale, press yourself up tall. So the head and neck stay in extension of your spine. All right, bring your hands to prayer position. okay? All the way up. Keeping those hands in prayer. All right, now we're going to take the arms all the way back out in front of us at shoulder height. Hands are still in prayer position. Open out nice and wide. So your palms are facing towards me. I want you to lengthen from your shoulders to your elbows. Talking about that extension, right? Okay. Extend from the elbows to the wrists. Just feel what happens in your body. It feels good. And then from the wrists out through your fingers. Turn your palms to face down. Fingers down. Curl those fingers in towards the bottom of your forearms. And then we're going to lift the fingers up towards the sky. Press out through the palms. Good. Relax your hands. Let your arms come all the way back down. Bring your hands back to your thighs. Again, the fingers are in front of your knees. Inhale. Hinge forward from your hips. Take your gaze down to the top of the floor or your mat. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, settle into it. Inhale. Exhale, press up. Good job. All right. Walk your feet out wide. Okay. So the knees are tracking the ankle or the toes. You always want that. Okay, so we protect our knees that way. We're gonna just lift and stretch up to the balls of our feet and lower down. Do that a few more times. One more time. All right, now keep your feet out wide, but let's drop the left knee down towards the right ankle. If you have a hip replacement, which I don't think any of you guys do, I think we're good here, but if you would happen to have one, you would keep the feet hip width apart, parallel to one another, and it would just be a very subtle inward movement with the knee side to side. Take your time with it. Let's give our bodies some time to really feel what's going on. Give them time to stretch, to lengthen. Good, bring that right knee back up, or your left knee, whichever one it was. Excuse me. All right, let's take the opportunity to make sure that our core is engaged again, so belly button back towards the spine. We're gonna drop the right arm down to the inside of the right leg. Our hand is kind of resting in toward our ankle, and we're gonna sweep up with that left arm. You can keep your gaze straight ahead of you, or if you want, look up towards your hand. And then find a little more reach, a little more length. Beautiful. Bring it on in. Everything comes back to where we started. Good job. Okay, left arm, stretch the inside of your left leg. And let's take the right arm up. Take it where it's going to go for you. Might look different for you than it does for me, and that's okay. Good. Bring it on in. Both hands come back to the thighs. Walk your feet in. All right, now I want to try a little seated eagle rock with you. So this is the only time you have permission to cross your legs in yoga, right? We're gonna cross the left knee over the right, and then just kind of walk that right foot in and check in with your alignment. So the foot is straight ahead as best as you can, and maybe you hug that top knee in just a little bit more, okay? Come back to that engaged core. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. Look up between your hands. All right, now go ahead and open into cactus arms. Head comes back to neutral. You're gonna take your left elbow into the crease of the right. All right, now you could be here, depending on your shoulders. This is fine. Maybe the back of the arms come together. Maybe the palms touch. Okay, you find that right place for you. You can have some discomfort here in the shoulders, but not pain. All right, now I want you to take your gaze toward your forearms. You're gonna lift your elbows up and draw them out away from you. Feel that stretch in your shoulder blades and make sure you're sitting up tall. Now, as you inhale, we're gonna rock forward, taking the elbows out and down towards the knees. You can gaze toward your fingers. All right, and now I want you to just slowly bring it all up. Okay, we're gonna do that one more time. So just rock slowly forward, hinging from the hips. This is a big stretch, I know. Okay, bring it on up. Release your arms. Release your legs. Shake out your arms really good. Maybe roll out the shoulders a few times, side to side here. All right. Now we're going to take the right knee over the left. We're going to do that same thing again. Inhale all the way up, look up. Exhale, open it into cactus. This time the crease of your right elbow, or your right elbow into the crease of your left, sorry. Okay. Pick up your elbows, draw them out away from you. Just gaze toward your forearms first. Feel that opening in your shoulders. Big stretch between those shoulder blades. Inhale, and then exhale. I want you to hinge forward from the hips. We're taking the elbows out away from us and kind of down towards the knees. Keep your gaze soft and try to keep any tension out of your neck. Okay, bring it on up. Exhale it out. This is one of those where you really appreciate your breath. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, take the elbows out and down towards the knees. You can close your eyes and breathe into this. Exhale, bring it up. Release your arms, release that leg, shake it all out. Roll out the shoulders again. Just move side to side. Really get them up towards your ears, roll them around. Good job, you guys. That was a big one. Good job. Okay, let your hands come back and rest on your thighs. Walk your feet out about a step. Inhale, draw that heart forward, gently look up. We're gonna move through some cat-cow. Exhale, round into your spine. Take the spine back towards the chair, gaze towards your heart. Chin is at the chest. Inhale, draw the heart forward, gently look up or out, whatever's easier on your neck. And then exhale, round your spine towards the back of the chair. Take your gaze and chin to the heart. Let's do about 3 more. Move at your own pace. Connect the movement to your breath. Hold your cat for 1 extra breath. Exhale and bring yourself up tall. Walk your feet back into hip width apart and parallel to one another. All right. From here, I want you to just take your arms and just reach up, stretch up, get the shoulders lifted up high. So we're gonna stretch up the opposite of our eagle arms. And then hinge forward from the hips. Lengthen from your shoulders through your fingers. I really want to stretch out the opposite way here. Okay, bring your hands to prayer into your heart space and bring yourself up nice and tall. Interlace your fingers, okay? So we're going to work through a little bit of a hand exercise. So from here, just open your fingers, lift them up, and then close the fingers down again. Press strong into your palms. Your hands are all engaged, a lot of energy here. Okay, open and stretch your fingers back up one more time. All right, now go ahead and relax your hands. You're gonna lift your fingers, but you're gonna take your dominant pointer finger and place it back 1 space from where you have that comfortable positioning of your hands. So hopefully you can see it. Okay. Go ahead and open up the fingers and then close that back up. Press your palms together really strong. It just feels off, doesn't it? And then lift your fingers And bring it back to that natural crossing of your hands. So your dominant pointer finger is where it needs to be. Okay, squeeze into your palms like you're pressing hard into a piece of clay or Play-Doh and you want to flatten it out. And then relax your hands. Now from here, I'm going to move this way so you can see my hands better. You're going to open up your fingers, bring your palms out, but your little fingers are together. So you're like this tulip, we'll call it. Okay. Now from here, you're going to go ahead and roll the top of your hands together, and fingers are going to come down towards your pelvis. And then from here, they come back up, and you keep the pinkies together and open up your big tulip. Okay, we're going to do that a few more times. So roll the top of your hands together, fingers are going to point down, and then bring the fingers back up, little fingers stay together, open your hands, stretch it out. Okay, top of the hands back together, roll the finger down towards your pelvis. This time, see if you can take them out away from you towards your knees. And then in towards your heart. And we're gonna move like a little clock pendulum, just rotating fingers forward and in towards the heart space. So you should feel a gentle stretch in the wrists here as you bring the hands in toward the heart. You should also feel this in your shoulders, just changing the rotation. Okay, good. Bring them into your heart. Hold it here. See if you can lift your elbows up a little bit higher. Good job, you guys. All right, now go ahead and just bring your hands forward. We're going to bring the little fingers back together. And then just gently close your hands up to that comfortable crossing of your fingers. Inhale, lengthen all the way up. See if you can bring your biceps a little closer towards your ears. Lengthen up high, stretch from your low belly, and then let the hands come out ahead of you. Good. Okay. And then just draw them into your heart. We're going to push them out away. Press out through your palms. Bring them back into your heart. And then push them out away. We'll do that one more time. So just draw them in. Good. And then gently down and push them out. Take them off to the left. Press out through your palms. Look at your hands. Nice stretch there in that right shoulder. All right. Slowly move with your breath. Bring it through center. We're going to go off to the right. Go where you can go with it. Try to keep your arms straight. And you're going to press out through the palms. So you're going to feel that in the left shoulder this time. Good. Bring it on in. Let your hands release and shake all of that out. Shake out your hands as well. Okay, just kind of shake them out good. Let your hands come back and rest on your thighs. All right, slide all the way back in your chair. And let's go ahead and take that right foot back up. I want you to press out through your heel. And then bring your left leg up, press out through the heel. Now, let's see if we can kind of drop that right foot down a little bit. We're going to just bring the left foot over towards the right. You should feel a stretch right here in your left IT band. Bring the legs back. Okay, lower that left foot down a little bit and see if you can bring the right foot over towards it so you feel the stretch in your right IT band. Good job. All right, now just point and flex. Alternate side to side. Good job, you guys. All right, let your feet come down, slide them back in, scoot out about halfway in your chair. Take your right foot, extend out through the toes, and we're gonna slide that foot back in, come to the top of your right foot and drag it forward. Release it. Same thing left side, point out through your toes, the leg is long, slide the left heel back in, come to the top of the left foot and drag it forward. And good job. Okay. Take your palms, turn them to face up. Let's just roll through the wrists. Let your fingers be out wide so you get a little bit of stretch between the webbing of your fingers. Switch directions, go the opposite way. And then just bring your hands into a fist and let's do some pounding today. Lifting and lowering the wrists. We get a stretch in the top and the bottom of our wrist. And then open and close your cupboards. I've been doing that a lot because I've been doing a lot of baking. I've cooked more now, I think, than I have in years since my kids were home. But it's good. I just don't like to eat all of it. I have to give it to someone. One last time, open and close your cupboards. Okay, good. Let your hands rest. Actually, shake them out. All right, now scoot out a little ways in your chair. We're gonna check back in with those feet. And they are hip width apart, parallel to one another. We're just gonna reach up as high as we can. Like we're reaching to the highest cupboard in our house. And then bring it down, reach up, stretch up with the right arm, and bring it down. We're gonna alternate side to side, just reaching up, stretching up as high as we can. Adding the breath, inhaling up, exhaling down. Maybe what you're reaching for is a big plastic bowl or whatever comes to your mind's eye, right? Let's do that one more time, each side. Reach up high and bring it in. All right, now we're gonna reach across to those side cupboards and we're gonna bring it in, alternating side to side. And reach as far out as you can, grab a hold of what it is and just bring it to the thigh. We're gonna do one more each side. You're gonna feel really good when this is all over today. Good, all right, bring it on in. Okay, this time we're gonna reach across and we're gonna bring it down, okay? Reach across, bring it down. Maybe you're picking a fruit. So if you are, you decide what you're picking. But we're gonna do it 3 more times. Reach, pick, and drop it down. Good job, you guys. One more time. Reach out, pick your fruit or whatever it is, and drop it down. Let it rest. Bring your left hand back. Reach across with the right arm, grab it, drop it down. 4 more, you can do it. Reach, grab, and bring it down. I think we're gonna do one more. It might be an extra, but that's okay. Okay, bring it in, drop it down. Good. All right, hug that right knee into your chest. Now, notice if your low back is doing your work for your core. Okay, if it is, get the core engaged. No low back slouchers here. All right, set it down, hugging your left knee, keep the foot flexed and your core engaged. Set it down. I want you to come back to the right knee. We're gonna hug it in. And we're gonna take our fingers and interlace them around our right thigh in the back of it, okay? Now, from here, extend out, press out through your heel. And just draw the knee back in and extend out. Good. Add your breath to it. We're gonna go for 2 more. Last one. Good. Draw it in, set it down, okay? Sit up tall. Hug your left knee in first, flex the foot. Then take your hands, interlace them underneath your left thigh. Press out through the heel. Draw the knee in and extend out. So every time we do this, our bodies are made so cool. The muscles in the front have to turn up so the muscles in the back can engage, and vice versa. It's just neat to me how the body works. Set it down. Good job. Tap out your feet. Tap so you can feel the full bottom of your foot. And then we're going to let the feet rest. Okay? And again, we're sitting up tall here. I'm going to have you take your right leg, bring it to the outside of your chair. So we're in a wide-legged seated position here. And we're sitting up tall. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. Exhale, let them float back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Let's just get that extension from the shoulders through the fingers. And 1 more time. And then let your arms just float back down and rest those hands on your thighs. Okay, lift and stretch up to the balls of your feet. Lower down, 2 more times, lift. Stretch up. And set the feet down. All right, step that right leg in. We're gonna step the left leg off to the opposite side. All right, so we're sitting well here. Inhale, stretch up. Lengthen up from the low belly. Trust me, it's always there for you to find that extra length. Inhale up. Good job. 1 more time. Inhale, sweep up high. Good. Let the arms just float softly back down. Hands are going to rest on your thighs. All right, walk your feet out just a little ways ahead of you. I'm going to have you lift to your heels. And set the feet down. Lift to your heels. Set the feet down. Lift to your heels. 1 more time. And then set your feet down. Good. Okay. Pivot yourself back around. We're going to keep the right hip on the chair, right forearm to the top of the chair behind you. And then we're going to stretch that left leg back. So see if you can come back with that left leg so you're on the ball of your foot. Okay? And let's just start by taking our left arm straight up. I want you to inhale and lengthen up so your core is engaged. Your belly button is reaching back towards your spine. We're going to make some big old circles. Switch directions, go the opposite way. Notice if you hear any little pops or kinks going on, okay? Bring your hand back and let it rest. Pivot yourself around. We're going to come with the left hip staying on the chair, left forearm to the top of the chair. Stretch your right leg back. That feels really good right there. Inhale, take the arm up, stretch up, and then we'll make those circles around. If you guys were actually here in this room with me, you know what you would be hearing, these little snaps and pops with the shoulder of mine. Good, switch it, go the opposite way. Notice what changes for you. Always being aware of what's going on in your body. It's amazing stuff. Do 1 more time around. Good, let the hand come back and rest. Step that back leg in. We're gonna come back out with the right leg. Okay, so the legs are out wide. Check in with your feet. Bring your knees and ankles into alignment. Sit up tall, inhale up. Cross one wrist in front of the other. Try to keep looking up towards your fingers. 1 more time, and then take your arms straight up. Let your palms face each other. Bring your hands forward and turn your palms down. Cross at the wrists. Gaze toward your hands. All right, from here, we're going to take them out wide. We're going to cross elbows if it's available. 1 up, 1 down, switch it up. Nice big stretch back there behind those shoulders. Make yourself even. Take your arms out to shoulder height. Reach all the way up. Let the hands float down. Okay, switch it up. Let's switch sides. Okay, get your alignment going. Make sure you're seated into your sits bones well. Inhale up. Crossing the wrists. Good job, you guys. A lot of shoulder stuff here today. Stuff we really need right now. Even yourself off. Look up at your hands. Okay, let your arms go out, shoulder height. We're going to cross wrists in front of us. So sit up tall. Don't lean into it. One more time. Arms stretch out. We're going to see if we can cross elbows. Good job. Whew, that's a lot of work right there, isn't it? I can see all of you nodding your head, yes. I can't really, I'm just seeing it in my imagination. Good, reach all the way up, let the hands float down. All right, now, take your right shoulder, let your hand dangle down and just roll it out. Make some full circles around with that shoulder. Switch directions and go the opposite way. So really get your elbow lifted up and extending into it. Good. Switch it up. Go to the opposite shoulder. And then go the opposite direction. Get your elbow into it. Make it feel good for you. And then set everything back down. Okay, we're going to come to standing behind our chair. So wherever you're at, bring your chair to the top of your mat. I'm going to come off to the side so that you can see me better. Move my phone out of the way here. Okay. What I'd like to do is, I'd like you to actually come out towards the side of your chair. Let me come this way a little bit. Check in with your feet. So you're in a standing mountain position. Take your right hand to the hip, and I'm going to have you step the right foot straight back behind you. So your toes are pointing straight ahead on both of your feet. Your front leg is straight. Okay, we're going to try and do a standing hip stretch here. So if you need to shorten your stance, please feel free to do that. I want you to adjust it as you need to for your body. So to the best of our ability, we're going to keep this front leg straight. Okay, we're going to inhale and lengthen up and then hinge forward from our hips. And this should be enough that you feel a stretch in your left hip. Depending on where you're at, if you want to take it a little further, maybe the hand can slide down towards the ankle. You decide. And then just bring it on up wherever you are. Bend into the front knee. While we're here, let's just lift and lower, stretch the heel down towards the earth, and you should feel this in your calf muscle. Let's do 2 more. Okay, come on to the ball of your foot in the back. Keep that bend in your front knee and step forward. Okay, you can switch sides. I'm gonna come to the opposite side of my chair. And we're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. So we're gonna step left hand to your hip first, step your left foot straight back. Again, your toes are pointing straight ahead. Your front knee is as straight as possible. If you need a bend in it, that's fine. All right, now inhale, lengthen up so you're nice and long from the tail through the crown. We're gonna hinge forward and find that stretch in our right hip. Just deciding where we need to go for our body. It doesn't have to be intense. You should not have pain. You're gonna feel a stretch for sure. The pain is never allowed, right? Okay, now if you wanna take it a little deeper, you can slide your left hand down towards your ankle. Take your nose in towards your knee. You do what you need to do today. And then we'll bring it up. We're going to come up slow. Okay, bend into your front knee. Lift that back foot up. And then reach your heel down towards the earth. Stretch up. Reach down. One more time here. Good. Bend into your front knee, step yourself forward. Come back to standing behind your chair. All right, from here, I gotta remember to keep my chair out a little ways here. I'm gonna have you walk it back. We're gonna come into downward facing dog, lengthen yourself out long. Okay, you're gonna bring your hips and your ankles into alignment. Check in with your feet again. And then just push your bottom back behind you. Let it release towards that back wall. Ears are between the biceps. And then I want you to draw your belly button back towards your spine. And you're gonna kind of lift your ribs in. So your belly's not hanging down towards the earth. Beautiful. All right, go ahead and walk your dog. Bend one knee and the other. Work out any tightness or stiffness from the back of your legs. Get rid of little knee cracks. Come back to stillness. All right, now let's just take our right leg. We're going to extend it straight back behind us. The foot is flexed. Bring it on in, release it back to your down dog. Left leg, stretch it straight back behind you. Press out through the heel. Good, bring it back in. We're going to do that one more time on each side. Okay, so move slowly. Extend and press out through that right heel. Beautiful, bring it in. Left leg, take it back slow. That foot is super engaged. You're pressing out through the heel. And bring it back in. Okay, I'm gonna stretch it just a little bit more here. All right, now, just play around a little bit with me. I'm gonna have you take your feet out wide. So you're in a wide-legged downward facing dog. Okay, now, keeping all the engagement that I talked to you about earlier. So the belly button's back towards the spine, the ribs are knit in. We're gonna stretch our left hand over and just grab right above our right knee and see if we can look under our right arm. Good, release it, take your left hand back to the chair and take your right arm, stretch it over, grab above your left knee and look under your left arm. Good, release it, bring both hands to the top of the chair. And you're gonna just bend into one knee and then the other. So you're moving side to side. So we're just gonna do a little soft exercise for our knees, building a little strength here. Lengthening from our shoulders through our fingers and our tail through the crown of the head. Even yourself off. Let's go one more time each direction. Good. Bring yourself back into wide-legged downward facing dog. Step your feet in and walk yourself forward, coming back to standing. All right, we're going to come back standing behind our chair. I have one more thing that I want to do. All right, so let's just go ahead and bring our feet into hip width apart, parallel to one another, so we're in a nice mountain pose. All right, we're going to do the leg curl, and again, I think I'll turn my chair back this way so you can see. Before we go into leg curl, I just want you to take your right leg straight back. You're going to point your toes down towards the earth. I want you to hold this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it into a leg curl. And we're going to do it one more time, leg curl. Set that foot down. Stand up tall. All right, left leg straight back, point your toes down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it into your leg curl. The foot comes down, but it does not touch the earth. One more time. And release it. Good job, you guys. Okay, let's come back to seated position in our chairs. Make your way back. Good job, everybody. This has been a pretty good workout for you today. All right, let's go ahead and take the right knee over the left ankle. We're gonna work in our hips just a little bit more before our class finishes today. Again, we're sitting up tall. Our left hand is to the outside of our right foot and that right foot is flexed. Let's start with our pitcher pose. So we're gonna take the elbow to the right knee. We're just gonna let our chin rest on that right hand and use that little body weight we're adding to the hand to lower that right knee towards the earth. Connect with your breath. And then gently release it. Good job. Pick up your foot and set it back down. Okay? Coming back to that beautiful seated mountain pose. Take your left ankle over the right knee. Check in with your other foot. Make sure you have that alignment, okay? Excuse me. And then we'll place our left elbow on our left knee. And we're gonna take our chin and just use the weight of our body here to draw that left knee down. We want to keep our left foot flexed. And notice which side talks to you louder. This is my talk to me loud side. This is my tighter side. So I'm really feeling it. Feels good to stretch it out. So connect to your breath. And then gently release it. Go ahead and pick up that left foot, set it back down, slide all the way back in your chair, and take our right leg out, stretch the left arm up, and release that side. Left leg, right arm comes up, and we'll float through that one more time, right leg, left arm, and release. Left leg, right arm. All right, good. Take your right leg back out. Stretch the left arm up. That left hand's gonna reach towards the toes. We're gonna lengthen from the shoulder through the fingers and we're holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach up and set everything down, okay? Left leg, press out through the heel. Reach, stretch up with that right arm. Bring your right hand towards your left toes. Hold it. Lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach up and set everything to the earth. All right, good job. Let your hands rest on your thighs. Pick up your toes, stretch them out, and relax them. Curl them under, pick up some marbles or that number 2 pencil and just flick your toes up. Stretch them out, and then curl them under. Marbles or a pencil and just flick them up, stretch them out. One last time, curl your toes under and then pick them up and stretch them out. For the last time, lift your right leg, take your left to join it. We're gonna bring our heels to touch for our mermaid pose. So the toes are pointing out away from you. Feel that up in there, in the hips. Close it up, open and close. A couple more times. Let's do one more. We're gonna hold it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let your toes come back. Slowly let your feet come in and slide them back into a comfortable position. All right. Take your right hand to the outside of your right knee. Stretch the left arm out. You're gonna find a hitchhiker thumb on that left hand. I want you to gaze back toward it. When you're where you think you can be open and find a good stretch for yourself with the left arm, I want you to see if you can just find a little bit more. And then gently release. Float that left arm all the way through, set it to the outside of your right knee. Stretch your left arm back, find a hitchhiker thumb on that right hand and look towards your thumb. Okay, now you went to where it's comfortable probably. I want you to see, can I open that right arm out just a little bit more so I get more of an opening in my top front shoulder? Good. Bring it on in. Release it. Okay, now let's come back. We're going to do just a few more things here. I'd like to work in the neck before we move into our Shavasana time. So just let your hands be comfortable resting on your thighs, but make sure you're sitting up tall. And let's just go ahead and begin. We're going to take 2 fingers of our left hand and we're going to place them right at the center of our chin. I want you to make sure your chin is parallel to the floor. And we're going to just press back on our chin to a place where we can feel engagement in the front of our neck and a stretch in the back. Hold on to it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that left hand, okay? Find your first 2 fingers of your right hand. Get yourself situated so you're in a good position with your head. Your chin is parallel to the floor. Fingers to the chin. Press back very gently, but enough that you feel engagement in the front of your neck and a stretch in the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. Come back to these first 2 fingers of your left hand. You're going to place them right on the side of your chin. All right, now the core is engaged. You're sitting up tall. We're going to press into the side of our chin and we're going to take our head off to the right. I want you to use your fingers as your guide to guide your head each side that we go to. All right, bring yourself gently back to center. Right 2 fingers to the outside of your cheek, your chin here. Your chin is parallel to the floor. Press in, the head turns. Hold it here. Good. Gently bring your head back to center. Release your fingers down and take your chin to the chest. Close your eyes. Find 3 full breaths here. Feel the lengthening in the back of your neck. Relax your shoulders. Let the weight of your body, the weight of your head, and gravity assist you with some lengthening here. This is a really tight area for all of us. Gently bring your head back up. Look all the way up, eyes closed or open, you decide. Gently, gently looking up, just enough that you feel that stretch in the front of your neck. We don't want to overdo it by taking our head all the way back. Hold it here. And then let's take the chin one more time, all the way to the chest. Keep your chin at the chest and just begin to roll your chin towards the left shoulder. Come back through center to the right, like you're a little clock pendulum. I want you to really notice how that feels in your neck. Mine is so tight. I can feel all of it, and it feels good to move it. Really take your time with it. We want to be so careful anytime we're working in our neck. And let's come back to the opposite side. And then gently roll your head back to center. Chin is at the chest. And slowly bring yourself back up. Good. All right. Just take your knees softly, slowly, and just rotate them a little bit side to side like a little double windshield wiper. Good. Bring yourself back to center. Just step your feet back. We're going to slide all the way back in our chair. We're going to move into our Shavasana time. So to get comfortable, move your body so that you are comfortable. I like to bring my feet out ahead of me just so my legs can relax from my hips all the way down to my feet. And then just let your shoulders relax down and away from your ears. Your palms can turn up or they can turn down, whatever you choose here. I would invite you to softly close your eyes and just slowly settle yourself in to the chair. Or if you're doing Shavasana on the floor, settling into the earth. And just begin to relax your forehead and your brows, softening around your eye area so you're not holding any tension there. Soften the muscles of your face. Soften your shoulders down away from your ears. Bring your arms to where they can fully relax so they're not struggling or working to stay in the position you have them in. If you're on the mat or the floor, the arms are just resting, however you choose. Let's relax our chest, our belly, and our hips. Our thighs, calves, ankles, feet, toes. Bringing our thoughts to the present moment with us, no matter where they're at. And beginning to feel the breath of the body once again, being aware of it. Just letting the breath be. Letting it come from where it will. Knowing everything is okay. You're safe and supported. Use this time to allow yourself to absorb your practice today. Any time that your mind begins to wander away, begins to think about other things, bring it back to focus on your breath. It's the gift of noticing when it's wandered away, to come back and connect to the breath. Bring your awareness back to your body. I'm gonna have you just lift to the heels and lower your feet down a couple times if you're seated. If you're on the floor or the mat, you can just wiggle your fingers and toes. But in the chair, we're gonna just gently squeeze the fingers in and stretch them out a couple times as we lift to the heels and set the feet softly to the earth. And then let everything rest again and bring your hands to prayer position with your thumbs in towards the sternum. We're going to bow our head toward our heart with our eyes closed. Remembering that friends are like walls. Sometimes we lean on them. And sometimes it's just good to know they're there. And I can't wait to hug every one of you when the time comes. So we'll all be hugging each other. We'll probably need 5 minutes of our class just to do that and reconnect physically. Thank you so much for being here to practice with me today. I hope each one of you have a wonderful rest of your day. The light within my heart shines to the beautiful light in yours. Namaste. Thanks, guys. You can unmute for a second if you have time. We can all say goodbye.
Thank you, Sheri.
You're welcome. I'll keep you posted on my Amish friendship, Brett, soon.
Oh, good. I was hoping you were going to say that you had some sourdough starter. I've been craving that.
I wanted to make that. I got my all out yesterday.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
I've had that Amish friendship bread and oh my gosh, I gave so much away and it's like, oh yeah, it kind of goes crazy after a while.
Yeah, I might regret it, but we'll see.
Thanks, Sarah.
We'll see you next Monday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Sally. Bye, Barbara. Bye, Marjan. Can you hear
Thank
me?
you so much, Sheri.
Welcome.
I loved it.
Good. Thank you. See you
See you
later.
tomorrow.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Say bye.